Man, y'all still defending Tee Grizzly? For real? Wake up. This dude might have backdoored his own aunt. Not some op, not some street beef. His aunt, bruh. And now the murder suspect's lawyer is in court pointing the finger at him, saying Grizzly paid for the hit. If that don't disgust you, I don't know what will, but hey, maybe y'all still think he's innocent, right? Let me walk you through this and you tell me if this sounds like some innocent mistake.
Sad to have to report this, but Jobina Brown, the manager and aunt of Tee Grizzly, was shot and killed in Detroit on Tuesday night, August 20th. Comments about her death began surfacing Wednesday, August 21st on social media before her passing was confirmed by TMZ. According to law enforcement sources, a shooter opened fire on Grizzly's Cadillac Escalade while the vehicle was traveling around Detroit. The gunman allegedly approached on foot and shot Brown, who was sitting in the back seat in her left side. Grizzly was reportedly riding in the passenger seat and got out of the vehicle as the shooter approached. The driver said the attacker fired 3 or 4 shots and noted that Brown screamed before the gunfire began. Brown was rushed to a local hospital but died from her wounds. She was 41 years old. Police don't know if Grizzly was the intended target of the attack. He and the driver were unharmed.
Because look, this ain't some random YouTube theory no more. This is courtroom talk, bruh. The same people fighting for the dude who pulled the trigger are out here basically screaming Tee Grizzly sent the bag. And the deeper you look at the details, man, it don't smell right at all. So here's what we're going to do. I'm breaking it all down step by step. The murder, who was where, who got caught slipping, and why even the cops been looking Grizzly dead in the eye like, yeah, we know you in this somehow. Stay with me. Because the more you hear, the more this whole he's innocent story going to sound like straight cap. Let's run it. All right, let's run this back slow so it sinks in. It's 2019, Detroit. Tee Grizzly's aunt, Jobina Brown, gets smoked. And nah, she ain't no street chick, ain't no op. She's his manager, the one making sure his shows, his deals, his bag was right. They're riding in Grizzly's Cadillac Escalade, chill night, nothing crazy. Then out of nowhere, a shooter walks up, on foot, bruh. No mask, no drive-by, straight bold. Pops the back passenger door open and lets off. 8 shots. Hits Brown in the left side. And Brown screamed before the shots even started, like she saw it coming. That's how close dude was. She gets rushed to the hospital but don't make it. 41 years old, gone. Now here's where it gets funky. Grizzly's sitting in the passenger seat the whole time. He hops out before the shooter even gets there. Dude fires 3 or 4 shots, kills Brown, and Grizzly, not a scratch. Bruh, don't play with me. You expect me to believe the shooter came all that way just to miss the 6'3", 350-pound dude sitting right there. Come on. You ain't missing Tee Grizzly. That's like trying to lose sight of Rick Ross in a crowded mall. Impossible. And yeah, cops said they weren't sure if Grizzly was the target. But think about it. If they were really after him, he's right there. Shooter walks up calm, close enough to open the damn door and just accidentally sprays the wrong person. Man, please. So yeah, keep that in mind because this ain't sounding random no more. So Grizzly goes on record talking about that night and bruh, the way he tells it, something feels off. He says he and Jobina were in a Chrysler 300 with the driver just cruising, right? Then they make this random stop at his daddy's side of the fam. Grizzly hops out the back driver's side, strolls up to the porch. Jobina sitting in the back passenger. And the second he gets out, boom, a shooter comes up, opens that same back passenger door, and empties the clip. Now, Grizzly swears up and down, yo, they were coming for me. They thought I was sitting there. Then he drops this emotional detail. Jobina called him after she got hit. Said she couldn't form words, just tried to talk. And look, if that's real, heartbreaking. But here's where it turns weird. He goes, I don't know where this came from. Everybody's a suspect to me.
Still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you?
While she was shot, she called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But, like, coming for me because they opened my door.
Okay.
They were shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times, though.
And you have no idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from, but it ain't even matter where it came from. I felt like everybody was a suspect. I felt like everybody was a suspect.
Hold up, bruh. Everybody's a suspect. Your own aunt gets murdered in your car. You the supposed target, and you talking like some fake cop from a Netflix show?
So that was a lie.
That's not how real grief sound. That's PR talk. And you want to sell us this story while later you still chilling with the same dudes who might have set this up? Come on, man. If you that paranoid, why keep hanging with them? Nah, something ain't adding up. So here's where it gets real messy. The dude who actually got bagged for this, Thang, aka Woo 600. And guess what? He ain't no random. He's Tee Grizzly's associate, part of that 600 crew. One of his own groomsmen, Boo 600, was tight with Woo. So off top, that already feels grimy. Woo got arrested in Chicago, chilling in some alleyway, sitting in a stolen car. But not just any car, the getaway car used in Jobina's murder. And bruh, when cops hit that car, they found a gun. Ballistics came back, same gun used to kill Jobina. Oh, and it gets worse. Cell phone towers pinged Woo at that exact murder spot 2 hours before Grizzly even pulled up. 2 hours, bruh. Now stop right there and think. Grizzly claims this was a random stop, like, oh, we just had to make a quick stop at the fam's house. But how the hell would shooters know to camp out there 2 hours early if this stop was last minute? And if they've been sitting there watching, waiting for him to arrive and saw him get out that car, why shoot the aunt? He's 6'3", 350 pounds. You can't miss him. Bruh, that math don't math. It ain't random, and it damn sure ain't just wrong place, wrong time. Bruh, even the police chief ain't buying Tee Grizzly's story. Dude looked him straight in the face and said, I know you're involved somehow. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And this ain't some whisper. He told Jobina's family the same thing. Her sister, her mom. Yeah, we think T has something to do with this. And honestly, can you blame him? The whole thing already smells dirty before you even bring up the murder. Cops find out T's uncle, Jobina's husband, gets locked up 3 months into a 9-year bid. And what does Grizzly do? Slides right in, allegedly start messing with her.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Bruh, 3 months? That's not even a backdoor. That's a damn drive-through. Dude out here rapping about loyalty, but can't even stay loyal to his own family. So when rumors about them being intimate started circling, cops are like, yeah, that could be motive right there. You don't even need to be a detective to side-eye that. Like, imagine rapping about never trust a snake, then snaking your uncle's wife while he's locked up. Come on, man. If that don't scream no morals, what does? So yeah, when the police chief tells the family to their face, we know something's up, that's not just some wild guess. They see right through him. This is where it goes from rumors to straight up courtroom chaos. Wu Thang's lawyer, man, he ain't holding back. In court, on the record, dude basically said Tee Grizzly paid for the hit. Just like that, no sugarcoat. And he ain't stopped there. He added a whole motive. Claimed Tee Grizzly wanted Jobina dead because she was pregnant. Yeah, pregnant. Now hold up. Autopsy later proved that was false. But here's the thing. That defense story ain't just made up out of thin air. Wu Thang's lawyer ain't talking because he feels like gossiping. Lawyers don't risk their career on fairy tales. Street dudes these days got new ways of snitching. They tell through their lawyers. Wu ain't gonna jump up in court yelling, yeah, T paid me, but he'll slide that info to his attorney to plant doubt. That's how the game works now. So if Wu's defense is pushing that narrative, that means somebody talking. The shooters themselves likely believe T ordered this hit. They probably even thought she was pregnant. Like, yo, we got to take her out because she carrying this baby. If that's true, man, that's ice cold. Dude thought she was pregnant and greenlit his own aunt. And whole time, she wasn't even pregnant. And if T is involved, he's sitting there listening to all this sweating because he knows exactly who he told.
You're going to learn today.
He knows if they're talking now, it's only a matter of time before it all comes out. So let's keep it a buck. Tee Grizzly's reaction after all this, man, it was weird as hell. Somebody who talked to him right after the shooting said it felt straight up fake. His words, bro sounded like he was trying to force the sadness, like he was acting for a camera that wasn't even there. And yeah, you can hear it in his interviews too. That whole everybody's a suspect line, bruh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Who even talks like that when they just watched their aunt get murdered? That's not pain talk. That's Netflix detective talk. Even Sada Baby, who was really hurt because Jobina was like family to him, looked Tee in the eye and straight asked, yo, bro, tell me you had nothing to do with this. And Tee gives him the classic, nah, bro, I ain't do nothing. But let's be real. If your own boy got to ask you that face to face, that already tells you how people feel. And Sada wasn't the only one side-eyeing. You can't cry crocodile tears in one breath, then keep kicking it with the same crew people think smoked your aunt. That's not grief, bruh. That's ego management. Like, you expect us to believe you heartbroken, but still hanging with dudes tied to the murder. Nah, that ain't love for family. That's protecting your street cred. And yo, it ain't just Sada baby giving Tee the side eye. Jobina's own family been peeping the funny business. Their question's simple. If this hit was really meant for you, why you still cooling with the same dudes who might have set it up? And they're right, bruh. Think about it. Wu-Tang, the dude arrested, is 600. Buzz, 600. One of Tee's own groomsmen. Same damn crew. The family's like, nah, we not stupid. If these dudes almost killed you, you ain't showing up at your wedding smiling with them. You cut them off. But Tee, nah, he's still buddy-buddy with them. Out here taking pics, laughing, popping bottles with the same circle tied to his aunt's death. Bruh, what grieving nephew does that? You mean to tell me your aunt gets lit up in your car and you stay tight with the people the streets already whispering about? Nah, that don't scream innocent. That screams, I know exactly what happened. The family ain't dumb. They looking at him like, you really think we don't see through this? And honestly, I can't blame them. Man, let's keep it all the way real. If this is true, Tee Grizzly's one of the coldest backdoors we ever seen. And don't hit me with that street code talk. This ain't no gang war, no op situation. This is family. This woman wasn't out here banging, wasn't playing in the streets. She was his manager. She helped build his bag. And this how she gets repaid? And yo, let's not act like the signs weren't there. Dude already showed his hand way before the murder. Smashing his uncle's wife 3 months after he got locked up. 3 months, bruh. That tells you everything. You rap about loyalty and honor, but you can't even stay loyal to blood? That's not street. That's snake behavior. And this is why I hate when people defend dudes like this, screaming, nah, we don't snitch. That's street business. Nah, homie, this ain't no street beef. This is a mother, a wife, a daughter, murdered. If he really put that bag down to silence her, that's not just grimy, that's soulless. And all that talk about morals, principles, codes, straight cap. Man, it's always the ones yelling backdoor this, backdoor that in they songs who move the shadiest. And if he's guilty, Tee just proved it. Man, here's the real takeaway. Money and fame don't change people. They just show you who they really been the whole time. And if this is true, Tee Grizzly been that dude. No loyalty, no code, just ego and self-preservation. A dude who snake his own family like that, you think he wouldn't push it further if he felt threatened? And what's worse, the fake loyalty act. Crying in interviews, talking about everybody's a suspect while he's still drinking and laughing with the same crew tied to her murder. That's not grief, bruh. That's image control. So here's the real question you should ask yourself. If you lost your aunt, your sister, your mom like this, and the dude she trusted most was out chilling with the same people the streets say did it, would you believe he's innocent? The family ain't stupid. Sada baby ain't stupid. Even the cops ain't stupid. And if Wu cracks after that court date tomorrow, man, it's game over. So what you think? Is Tee Grizzly really one of the coldest backdoors hip-hop ever seen? Or is this all just a twisted setup making him look guilty? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading all of them. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.